and we may also become part of that action. But ultimately, you should understand we are just instruments orchestrated by the actions and the Lord. And therefore, he says, I offer respect to you. And he's saying, Swa-Leelaya, it's all your Leela, Sandagate Avyatmana. So, Vichitra Virya. So, he's saying, you are Vichitra Viryaya. You are Anantaya. So, he's saying, you are Anantaya. I cannot know your limits, your prowess. I am trying to please you, I offer respect to the energies, your energies. But the limits of your powers cannot be reached. Like that we say. Ananta. Prabhupada says, not to speak of understanding the transcendental activities of the Lord, no one can understand even the activities of his servants. Tara, Vakya, Kriya, Mudra, Vigyena, Bhujaya. No one can understand the activities of Lord's servants. Therefore, what to speak of activities of the Lord? Krishna is benefiting the entire world. Therefore, is Duranta Shakti, because no one can understand his potencies and how he acts. So here Brahmaji is addressing Lord as Duranta Shakti, his activities, his energies, how they are acting is inconceivable. So in life, the more we should get amazed every day seeing the Lord's energies in action and how those energies are influencing the people to do bad things and how they are influencing the devotees to do unimaginable good things. So Lord's activities, energies are inconceivable. They cannot be understood. So we just, what is in our hand is we can just get awe and amazed how things are working. Like I was speaking to one devotee yesterday, so he was sharing so many things. He stays in, what's that place? I forgot the name also. So he was saying how me and Mataji, they are Grasta devotee. So Brunei, they stay in Brunei. Anybody heard of Brunei? It's a country. It's Brunei country, huh? Small country, island. Richest in the world. Okay, I don't know. It's near Malaysia or somewhere on that side. There somewhere. He was telling me. So this devotee had come here. His daughter had come for yoga course and he had not here. So he was sharing yesterday that how he is simple devotee, simple hearted. So they are doing a lot of preaching. They are from Vizag originally, and Vizag is where Simachalam. Simachalam is Vizag. I have not been too much. So he was sharing that he is. I have been holding some classes. So last. It's a Muslim country, Brunei is also Muslim country. So there they have this last Ramadan and all that was there last month. So they have 3 weeks of holiday and things like that, many things he was. So he started one program with some Indian people who are based there, working there. So then so many people were coming every day, and after the holiday stopped, they say, no, we want to continue. So they are now every Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days a week continue. So he opens Bhagavad Gita, reads Prabhupada's as it is, and they just discuss. And so many children come, devotees come. On Sunday he said, I told them we chant 16 rounds, you can come 5:30 to 7:30. Start with us. So many devotees, many families are coming and chanting 16 rounds. Then Mataji started a bachcho ka program. So some 7 to 14 year children. So They thought who will come. Some 10 came, now increase, 30, 40 are coming. Mothers are also coming and sitting. So he was sharing so many things are going. I was just wondering if one hasn't, and he was saying, probably my previous assignment was in Japan and I was being moved to my next assignment in Brunei. So I was just praying to Lord that please give me have two things to ask, prayers. Just give me opportunity to do sadhana and preach. So then he was saying, I prayed to preach and there are now so many opportunities to preach, no time only. I was telling Prabhuji, I hope I can become a child and enter your wife's sessions. He was telling Mataji makes cakes and so many savories and serves the. So then another striking thing. So I was sharing with him, Prabhuji, this reminds me of your simplicity. You are just simply sharing Krishna, not so much of knowledge about shloka or scholarly presentation is not there. So I was saying, I am reminded of his Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, how he was also, his presentation very simple. Chant Hare Krishna and don't do offense. So then he started saying, Prabhuji, I don't know who I should have shared with, but then when I heard that his Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj left his body on Sunday, last Sunday, I cried for 1 hour. So then he was saying, somehow I don't know why I was crying. I have not cried like this for many years. Then he was saying my father's brother passed away, then I did not cry. My father's 2 sisters passed away, then also I did not cry. But when Maharaj left, I was crying. Tears were not stopping on me. As if one sponge would get filled up. So much crying happened. He's a disciple. He's not disciple of Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. He's a disciple of Devarshi. But then he was saying that I was just crying. So he said I met him once in one of the places that Maharaj came and he was doing things, and I was just remembering that. I was just thinking, how Lord's Shakti is so unimaginable, how it works in inconceivable ways, both for devotees and for the non-devotees or the to-be devotees, that they are able to do inconceivable acts. It's all orchestrated by Lord. Someone somewhere. If we just cooperate with the plan of the Lord, just get amazed that how much service or how much opportunities I have which have been created by the Lord. It's all orchestrated by the Lord. That's what Brahmaji is praying here. Asprishtam Bhaktam Te Bhaktavatsala.
Lord Shiva said, the end of the millennium is the time for your anger. Now that this insignificant demon, Hiranyakashipu, has been killed, kindly protect his son, Maharaj, who is standing nearby as you fully surrendered devotee.
So, Lord Nrsimhadev was in such anger, is mentioned Kopakala. So Acharyas have mentioned Kopakala refers to a time of devastation. And that time, Lord becomes angry and Shivji says, actually it's my service. When the time of destruction comes, I perform the service of Shivji just Tandava and all that destruction happens. So he's saying, this is my service. I am your expansion, perform this service when you become angry and destruction happens. So then Lord may say, I have shown anger out of affection for my devotee, Prahlad. So this demon is insignificant for you, Shivji Singh. And his son, loyal to you, is here. See, he is standing here. So basically he is trying to say, he is here only, nothing. He is just next to you. So you can now become, anger can subside. So in that mood he says, Kopakalo Yugantasthi, Yuganta. when the inhalation has to happen. That is, he's standing nearby. Okay. Prabhupada is mentioning Lord is Avyatma because he never falls down. Even when angry, the Lord is affectionate towards his devotee. So, this shows in this world, if somebody becomes angry, then he cannot distinguish, oh, he is my relative, friend or something. He just acts nonsensically, or he doesn't know, he's not in his himself, what he's doing, what he's saying, how he's acting. Lord is not like that. His anger is transcendental. He is angry with Hiranyakashipu or the perpetrators towards his devotees. But towards his devotees, he understands. They are the, like we discussed, for a devotee, even Nrsimhadev appears very, very kind, magnanimous. Even in his Ugra, because he can see that that is like for a cub, for the child of a lion. The lioness or the lion, she looks very affectionate mother. But for other animals, she looks very ferocious, about to pounce upon, kill. But for the cub, the child of a lioness, she is full of motherly affection, love, protection, care. So that is the mood devotee sees. So devotee sees the mood of, oh, he is my loving father, he is my loving Lord. From that mood he sees. He is affectionate towards the devotee. So now we'll see various personalities starting with Brahma, Shivji, Indra, and other personalities heading the various groups. So actually, we'll see in these prayers, whatever is in the heart or whatever is affecting oneself, that kind of prayer is being made. So how they were getting affected by the atrocities of Hiranyakashipu, and how by Lord's appearance and killing him, they have been saved, or their position has been rescued. So that mood is being mentioned. So actually whatever is in our heart now, that kind of prayer only will come out. So what we are going through, what situation we are going through. So if one is feeling, oh, I have this trouble, that trouble, then prayers will come in that to relieve us of that trouble, or I got relieved of that trouble, creating the trouble. Or if I am feeling attracted to beauty of the Lord or the transcendental activities of the Lord, then prayers will come out in that way. Because you cannot imitate. Whatever is in the heart, that only will come. So you will see all different personalities. It's not that they are thinking, oh, Brahmaji prayed like that, Shivji prayed like this, so I will also pray in the same way. They are praying what is in their heart, whatever is affecting their heart. Like he said, there is that story. There was this one person, he could speak many languages. English, Hindi, Urdu, Marathi, Telugu, French, German. So they wanted to know what is his mother tongue. So nobody could ascertain. He could speak all languages as fluent as any other language. So they didn't know how to ascertain. So what they did, they beat him, or when he was sleeping, they pinched him. So by that, whatever words he spoke, that was in the mother. So that's how we can imitate, or we can put a show in front of others that I am like this, oh, I am very humble, I am very fallen, this and that. But when we come in front of the Lord, like Prabhuji was saying, that we cannot stand in front of Lord for even 1 minute, 30 seconds. Mind goes here and there. Because if heart is not filled with gratitude, filled with feelings of that I have received so much, Lord is so merciful, etc., etc. I will not be able to stand in front of the Lord and pray. What did I pray? I just take darshan and I say, okay, chalo. But standing also there will require some emotion with the heart, some feeling with the heart. When we have some feelings for some devotee, then we can sit with him, talk with him for a long time. But if we don't have any feelings or some emotions or connect with some devotee, we generally don't spend too much time with him. We just say Hare Krishna, so ठीक चल रहा है ना, and then we move on, you move on. But there is no connect, there is no feelings in the heart. So similarly, ultimately we have to develop that feelings in the heart, connection with the Lord and His devotees. Like I was discussing with one devotee, he was mentioning, is mentioned Bhakti-Samad Sindhu also. To avoid Vaishnava Prad, we should be happy and pleased to see any Vaishnava, every Vaishnava. Every Vaishnava we see, we should be happy and pleased. So we may not sit and share heart-to-heart connection, but we should be able to respect him, give a smile, bow down to him. All Vaishnavas. So that is how. And that is possible only when we see, oh, they are servants of Lord. They are actually worshippers of Lord. They are loved by Lord. They are dear to Lord. So if I have that feeling, then I will also have respect for them, feelings of gratitude. So that mood. So I was when that devotee was saying, I was feeling sometimes, ठीक है, devotee I am, but he will take my time, but I don't want to interact. So, but it should not be like that. That also is counted as kind of things. We should be happy. Vaishnavas are rare sight. They are dear devotees of the Lord. We may see Vaishnavas all around us here, but when we go to somewhere where there are no Vaishnavas, then so different. People with all kinds of moods, motives, hairstyles, habits. Here we have at least Vaishnavas who are surrendered, who are wearing tilak on their head, which is reminding us of the lotus feet of the Lord, shelter of Lord. So whatever is in our heart, that only will come out. So we can see now all these prayers. Now Indra, as the head of the Devatas, is praying. Shri Indra Uvacha Pratyanita Param Bhavata Trayatana Svabhaga Daitya Krantam Hridaya Kamalam Tadgriham Pratipto Kalagrastam Kiyadidamaho Natha Shushusatam Te Muktistesham Nahi Bahumata Narasimha Parikim
King Indra said, O Supreme Lord, you are our deliverer and protector. Our shares of sacrifices, which are actually yours, have been recovered from the demon by you. Because the Babylonian king Hiranyakashipu was most fearsome, our hearts, which are your permanent abode, are all overtaken by him. Now, by your presence, the gloom and darkness in our hearts have been dissipated. O Lord, for those who always engage in your service, which is most exalted than liberation, all material opulence is insignificant. They do not even care for liberation, not to speak of the benefits of karma, artha, and dharma.
So Indra is telling, actually my heart was his place for you to reside. But because of the fear of this Hiranyakashipu, I was not able to remember your lotus feet. Because he had taken the share of my sacrifice and he was troubling me. Whatever we think belongs to us, the sacrifice shares, the servants, actually belongs to you. You are the master. So, Vishnu Thakur gives the example, our heart is like lotus. So, lotuses bloom in the daylight, but in the night they close or they shrink. So, because of the darkness created by this Hiranyakashipu, our hearts became shrunk and they were not able to concentrate upon you. They were not enlightened by your presence. So, like that. So, Prabhupada is saying about distinction between Devatas and Asuras. Devatas are those who take shelter of the Lord. Asuras are against the rules and regulations. So Prabhupada is saying the situation in Kali Yuga in the second paragraph, that how the demons have stopped all and they're disturbing all the devotees, they have stopped all the yajnas, etc. etc. So the hearts of demigods are always filled with fear of demons and therefore they cannot think of Supreme Personality of God. The engagement of demigods is to think of Lord always within the core of their hearts. Devta means one is thinking of Lord within the core of their hearts. Like Prabhupada is quoting Yogina Mati Sarveshna Madhyaden Taratana. So he was feeling relieved, oh Lord, our sacrifice share has been reinstated and also our hearts, which is place for you to reside, think of, is now free of fear to think of you. So I am grateful to you. So in that mood he is expressing that. Now the rishis, they are praying. Yes.
How is true life thinking consciously?
How?
It's true life, the hearts of the demigods are always filled with fear, so they cannot remember the next line over so that the demigods are always remembering.
Okay, Prabhupada is saying when the evil forces, the demonic forces, they become prevalent, so then the devotees or the demigods, they get afflicted by fear and therefore they cannot think of Supreme Personality of God. But it is meant to be. It is meant to be. Engagement of demigod is to think of Lord always within the core of their hearts. Their purpose, the heart of Devta or demigods or devotees, purpose is to always keep the Lord in the core of their hearts. But because of demonic forces, they get affected by that. That's what.
Because there is presence of time, there are activities. Presence of time.
Shri Rishaya Uchuhu Tam Nastapa Paramamathyadatma Tejo Yene Damadi Purushatmakatam Sarakta Praluktam Natya Saranyapala Raksha Grahita Vapusha Punarhanmamam
All the 70 persons present offered their prayers in this way. O Lord, the supreme maintainer of those sheltered at your lotus feet, the original personality of Godhead, the process of austerity and penance in which you instructed us before is the spiritual power of your very self. It is by austerity that you create the material world, which lies dormant within you. The austerity was almost stopped by the activities of this demon, but now, by yourself, appearing in the form of Nashimile, which is meant just to give protection, give us protection and by killing this demon, you have again approved the process of austerity.
So they are saying actually you only started this creation through austerity. So the verse from 2nd Canto 9 chapter 24th verse, Shrajami tapasvinam, I create the universe by austerity. So that was mentioned. And so they are saying until today we have not been performing austerities. You have taught us about the supreme austerity, which is meditation on your powerful form. By the power of austerity you created, the universe merged in you. So now we have approved the austerity as the process we should follow by taking the form of Narasimha to protect the austerity. So rishis, their main dharma is austerity. So that was also getting affected because of Hiranyakashipu's superintendence, or he was even overpowering the Rishis. So they are saying, so they are praying that you have reinstated or made us again perform austerities, which is also started by you. So they are saying in that way. So then Prabhupada, wherever austerity comes, Prabhupada quotes the same verse. Which verse? Yeah, Rishabdev, Tapo Divyam Vipragayena Saktam Shukriya. That verse Prabhupada is quoting again. That how Tapo Divyam, this Tapa is Divyam. And why? Because it will give Shuddhe, bring us to the Satyapur. Purpose is to rectify material existence, austerity, tapasya is absolutely necessary. But when they are in demonic rule, they forget the process of tapasya and gradually also become demonic. This is why people say, Arey, why you are doing austerity? Just eat, drink and be merry. आनंद लो जीवन में. But then that is demonic mentality. All the persons who are genuinely in austerity felt relieved when they the Lord in the form of mercy. So, Acharyas are mentioning you have again approved this austerity. And what is the supreme austerity? To meditate on your transcendental form. So by your in the next verse 44. Read translation.
The inhabitants of it, let us offer our respectful obeisances unto Lord Yoshi, the maintainer of the religious principles of the universe. He has killed Hiranyakashipu, the demon, who by force enjoyed all the offerings of the Shraddha ceremonies performed by our songs and grandsons on the anniversaries of our death, and who drank the water with sesame seeds offered in the holy places of pilgrimage. By killing this demon, O Lord, you have taken back all this stolen property from his abdomen by piercing it with your hands. We therefore wish to offer our respectful obeisances unto you.
We will collect their respective of their.
Yeah. So Pitralok mein the Shraddha is offered to give them food. So he had stopped or he had taken away all that. So they were not getting anything. So they are saying until today we are fasting. Shraddhani means the offerings of rice balls to departed. We drank the offerings of water and sesame which people offered while bathing in sacred water. You have taken this offering from his stomach, whose fat was torn apart by our nails. Medani says Vapa means a whole all fat. You showed us the rice balls and water when you torn him open. So it was lying in his abdomen and we could see and then get broke our fast. We were made to fast. So our 6 months is supposed to be there 12 hours. And the next 6 months is supposed to be there 12 hours of night. So therefore when we offer Shraddha once a year, they get food once a day in Pitralok. So Pitralok, that 12 hours is our 6 months. 12 hours of day is 6 months and 12 hours of night is 6 months. Therefore, when we offer Shraddha Pinda to the Pitras, they get food once a day. So at least they get something to eat. That's the science behind it. They are saying that our share was taken away where Hiranyakashipu was eating. So we were fasting and that. So Prabhupada is talking about the Shraddha oblations. So Prabhupada is saying what is the difference between dharmic and adharmic or demoniac case. In dharmic route, things are followed as per Vedic prescription or Vedas or scriptures. But when there is a dharmic or demoniac rule, everything is upside down, turned upside down. Nobody knows what is to be done, how it should be done, when it should be done. People do as per their own desire. ये अच्छा है, we'll do. ये अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, we'll not do. Next 45, the Siddhas, they are offering prayers. Let's go.
The inhabitants of Siddhaloka prayed, O Lord Nrsimhadev, because we belong to Siddhaloka, we automatically achieve perfection in all 8 kinds of mystic power. Yet Hiranyakashipu was so dishonest that by the strength of his power and austerity, he took away our powers. Thus, he became very proud of his mystic strength. Now, because this rod has been killed by your nails, we offer our respectful obeisances unto you.
So Siddhas have mystic powers. Siddha, they are Siddhas. So he stole away their mystic power also. So they were also bereft of all their siddhis and etc. So you killed the demon and you who showed pride many times. So pride you were showing in having so many siddhis. Prabhupada is saying there are various siddhis. He had power to become small, like Hima, etc. etc. So they are saying we are relieved, we got back and we offer our obeisances unto you. Pranata Smo Narsimha. Text number 46, Vidyadharas, they are offering prayers.
The inhabitants of Vidyadhara Loka prayed, our accurate power to appear and disappear in various ways according to varieties of meditation was banned by that foolish Hiranyakashipu. Because of his pride in his superior bodily strength and his ability to conquer others. Now, the Supreme Personality of Godhead has killed him, just as if the demon were an animal. Unto that supreme pastime form of the Lord Nrsimhadev, we eternally offer our respectful obeisances.
So they were Vidyadharas, they are praying, our knowledge was obstructed or stolen. So we are without knowledge. The knowledge consists of power of being invisible and such things. Lardam means accomplished by. So like that, we had this knowledge of doing various controlling nature. Knowledge helps to control nature. Scientists also, by doing a lot of research, they gain knowledge in how to manipulate nature. So knowledge can help many people. So we had that knowledge, but it was forcefully taken away by this Hiranyakashipu, which we had received from various meditations, etc. But now, after you have killed him, we have been reinstated in that knowledge. So you can see how just a ruler who is having such propensities to snatch away all the various aspects from all the various personalities or various societies of people, their respective strengths. So it so much depends upon the ruler, the king. So if the king is demoniac, his whole purpose is to glorify himself, to make himself stronger. But if a king is dharmic or leader is dharmic, he wants to help everyone in his society or in his kingdom to grow. To whatever they are good at, let them grow in that to use that in service of God. So that's the purpose. This constantly being seen. So therefore, it's very important that leader in a society, he is having a proper direction or vision or goal in mind, and then the subordinates also can get benefited. So then the Nagas, they are offering prayers in the 47th verse.
The inhabitants of Nagaloka said, the most sinful Hiranyakashipu took away all the jewels on our hoods and all our beautiful wealth. Now, since his chest has been pierced by your nails, you are the source of all patience to our words. Thus, we together offer our respectful obeisances unto you.
So they were it's mentioned in Nagaloka, they don't have any electricity, no sunlight. Just the jewels only illuminate the whole environment. Such pressure and such illuminating. So our Hiranyakashipu took away all the jewels. Vishwanath Thakur says, till now, because our wealth and women have been stolen, both wealth and women. So now by piercing this demon, you have given pleasure to our wives, because they are again being connected to us, and the jewels also have been. So same, whatever trouble one is going through in that moment, he is seeing Lord is my benefactor. Prabhupada says that line here. The inhabitants of various lokas of planets offered their respectful obeisances unto the Lord because they were relieved by the death of Hiranyakashipu. And Prabhupada says similar things are going on in Kali Yuga by the governments. And they are mentioned in 12th canto also, what will be the effect in Kali Yuga. Okay, text number 48. Shri Mahanava Uchu, the Manu. So Vijayachandra Thakur is saying, by receiving the glance of Narsingadev with folded hands on their heads, they started offering obeisances and saying, please instruct us. We want to carry out your orders, commands. So Manu, Prabhupada is saying, Manu Samhita. Samhita is Vedic injunction, and Manu Samhita means given by the Manus. So that talks about, that was all toppled over by Hiranyakashipu. Prabhupada is saying this is a very scientific way of life. Varnashram is a very scientific way of life. And all this was disrupted by Hiranyakashipu. Prabhupada says the conclusion is that if we want real peace and order in human society, we must follow principles laid down by Manu Samhita and confirmed by Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna says that it was instructed by Sun God who was one and it's broken. So then Swan is then Manu, etc. So same knowledge and dragon. Then Prajapatya, the Prajapatis, they are offering 49.
The Prajapatis offered their prayers as follows. O Supreme Lord, Lord of even Brahma and Shiva, we, the Prajapatis, were created by you to create any more good progeny. Now, the demon is lying dead before us. His chest we are swearing. Let us therefore offer our respectful obeisances unto you, whose incarnation in this form of iniquities is meant for the welfare of the entire universe.
So they are saying your incarnation in this form of pure good is meant for welfare of the entire universe. So Lord's appearance, Lord's directions is always for the benefit of everyone. So we are created, or we are Prajapatis, to create progeny, but he stopped that activity also. So now your presence has reinstituted us in that activity. Then Gandharvas, they are offering obeisances in the 50th verse.
The inhabitants of Gandharva prayed, Your Lordship, we ever engage in your service by dancing and singing in dramatic performances, but this Hiranyakashipu, by the influence of his bodily astral valor, brought us under his subjugation. Now he has been brought to this low condition by worship. What benefit can result from the activities of such an upstart as Devarshi?
किम उत्पादस्था कुशलाय कल्पते. Utpadastha, one who creates utpad. Utpad means something different. He just wants to do. Anyone who is an upstart. What is he capable of bringing some kushalaya, some auspiciousness? So in this word, let it utpad also. Huh? So utpada even here. So that just creates something which is not for the benefit of others. So, and they are saying actually we are your dancers. So, we ever engage in your service by dancing and singing. Vayam vibhote nata natya gayaka. So we sing nata natya gayaka. That's our. But in this Hiranyakashipu, he so powerfully brought us under his influence, and therefore he stopped our service. So very important principle is all these different devtas or devotees, they are offering obeisances, saying that all our whatever skills they have, whatever responsibilities they have, they were doing it as a service to the Lord. And because if service gets disrupted, hampered, then a devotee feels sad or he has no pleasure. And when he gets reinstated in service, that's his pleasure. So for in our life also, our real pleasure should be if we are engaged in Lord's service. If our service is stopped, then we should become sad. In this world, generally, if service is stopped, we become very happy. छुटकारा मिल गया. तो घटनाएं हो रही थी जीवन में. But for a devotee, he feels service is my life. Service is my connection with Lord. Service is an opportunity to express my gratitude to the Lord and Guru and devotees and etc. So, but we should be attached to
The attitude. Service attitude.
Yeah, service attitude, not service. Whatever service is given, you should do. Not to the service person. Services may change, but the attitude be there. That service is my life. I am willing to. A devotee should be so eager that he is willing to give up his life to perform service. There was this one devotee, very famous in Barsana, Madan Mohan Goswamiji. So his service was, he would broom every day the stairs of Sriji Mandir. And he was very good Kirtaniya also. So he will sing bhajans and he will broom it. And he would say, when he was singing bhajans, he would say to Radharani, Krishna, that I hope and pray one day that I will fall doing that service only. And that's what exactly happened. While grooming the steps of Radharani's temple, even in his advanced stage, he would be doing every day, he fell and he left his body. So that was the eagerness of a devotee to be engaged in service of the Lord. This is my life and soul. I should be engaged in service of the Lord. Yeah. So that is the intense desire of a devotee, that this service is my life and soul. Despite all bodily inconveniences or despite any, he doesn't want. Sanatana Goswami, he would be doing every day. You are old, you don't need to. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu coming to Haridas Thakur and telling what is your problem, why are you suffering or diseased. He said, I am physically fit but mentally diseased. Why? Because I cannot complete my 192 rounds. So Mahaprabhu said, you are already non-acharya, you don't need to chant. He said, no, that is my service. Sanatana Goswami is saying, no, I will do parikrama. So Lord said, you do parikrama on the Shila. So devotee is eager. Lord is saying, don't do. But devotee is saying, I'll do. Sadhaka is told, you do the service. And he is telling, no, why me? Why not him? Why me only? But for Siddha, those who are pure devotees, those who are engaged, they are feeling, why you are telling no? I will do. Lord is telling, no need, you are done. He is saying, no, I will do. This is my service, this is my life. So that is this. Devotees are showing us how we should be, and we are seeing in past and in present in our midst devotees. Have you heard of Kulangana Mata? Photo is there in Samadhi, Krishna Samadhi. So she is serving in Bhaktivedanta manner for all her life, and she would be making those sandesh sweet and Sandesh and Barfi for Radha Gokulanand and Sitaram Lakshman and Golpita in Bhaktivedanta manor in London. And throughout her life she did that service. And she was very famous, the way she made those Sandesh and with such love and devotion. That Sandesh and Barfi, that was her whole life it was called Royal Sandesh. संदेश के अंदर बर्फी का वो जो पार्ट पड़ते हैं ना, that she started. That is called Royal Sandesh. In Sandesh they put barfi also as a filling. That's started by her. She did now many temples, but it was her to giving service to another devotee, Vibhuti Krishna Guru. So he was the pujari of in Krishna Balram temple in Vrindavan. His photo is also there in the Vaishnav movie. So there is a first time actually, if you know, in Prabhupada's time, he was cooking that time also, from Prabhupada's time. So some devotees complained to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, he doesn't chant 16 rounds. He is always engaged in serving. Because he used to call meals for Krishna Balram and Radha Shyam Sundar from morning to evening. So Prabhupada, he meant, and he was expecting Prabhupada, I'm so sorry, but I don't get time only from morning 4 till. So Prabhupada told him, no need to chant 16. You are engaged. So that instruction was for him only. But he was sincerely repenting, and throughout his life, he was serving and making yoga for not that Prabhupada told him not that it's okay. He was chanting 60 rounds, not that he was not chanting, he was chanting also. To make that service. He became so old that now he could not lift, the utensils or something for cooking. He needed at least a little bit strength. So then he would be serving Charnamrit in the temple hall. And till his last breath he was serving that Charnamrit. So that's the nature of devotee's sincere desire to serve. The Samadhi is also there in the Goshala, I think, as far as I know. So how he dedicated a full life in serving Radha Shyam Sundar and Krishna. So that's the nature of the spirit or desire of service as which is his life. Service is life for a devotee. If there is no service, then the devotee feels, what am I doing? When you serve your beloved, then only he feels this is my duty, responsibility, love affection towards my Lord, towards my Guru, through my service. That is intention. Yes, sir. Yes.
But that way we cannot continue long services. So even if you have to prescribe that service, how to ensure that and what consciousness you should have to do the unlighting service or the SKS should
Yes, so it's a please stand. Leaving aside humility, you can answer. It's always a challenge in an institution when we have, because everyone would like to do certain services, but then some services need to be. I may not like them or I may not feel inspired to do that service. So in that case, initially at least, when we come to Krishna consciousness, we should follow whatever is given, regardless of whether I like it or don't like it. But over the years, if we are sincere, Krishna will always, and authorities will also give us the choice and freedom to do services which are to our, which, because ultimately it's devotional service. It has to be done with something which is from my heart, as an offering of love, affection. So that way it is has to be personal. And anyways, regardless of some service which is been given to me, I do that nicely also, and whatever little I will always have some time. I can do services which I like to do. Yeah, so then things which need to be done and things which I like to do. It will always be time. Sincerity is, if you are really eager to do certain service, you will take out time despite all other engagements to do that service. If we just keep on complaining, oh, this service I don't want to do, this only I want to do. If we are going to do this service, we will take out time to do that service. Somebody says that I want to read scriptures, but I have no time, so much engagement. But that may be that actually I don't have taste or real liking for it. If I taste, I will do it regardless of. And as I always tell her, this Varam always told us in our batch, the success of your study of Srimad Bhagavatam Chaitanya Charitamrita is that once you complete the course, and if you go back to your services, and from morning 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock in the night, you are busy. क्या करना है? देख लेना है? ये कंप्लीट हो जाएगा यार 2 मिनट में। प्रभु जी को 3 hour translations.
The inhabitants of the Charana planet say, O Lord, because you have destroyed the demon Hiranyashva, who was always a stay in the hearts of all honest men, we are now relieved that we eternally take shelter of your lotus feet, which award the conditioned soul liberation from materialistic contamination.
So they have like a pure devotional desire. We are taking shelter of your lotus feet. So all situations must be seen in light of opportunity to take shelter. That's what we mentioned in the next reaction.
The inhabitants of Yakshaloka rate, O controller of the 24 elements, we are considered the best servants of your Lordship. because of rendering services pleasing to you. Yet we engaged as collecting carriers by the order of Hiranyakashipu, the son of Diti. O Lord, in the form of machine day, you know how this demon did travel to everyone, but now you have killed him, and his body is mixing with the 5 natural elements.
So Yakshas, they were engaged personally to carry the palanquin. So powerful personalities and they are made servants, palanquin servants. You can just imagine things how integrated by the relationship. Next.
The inhabitants of Purusha Loka said, we are insignificant living entities, and you are the supreme personage of Godhead, the supreme controller. Therefore, how can we offer suitable prayers unto you, while this demon was condemned by devotees, because they were disgusted with him? He was then killed by you.
So they are like in humble mood saying, how can we offer suitable prayers? We are insignificant. So the mood of humility is expressed in this. And Prabhupada tells in purport, devotees following the footsteps of Prahlad Maharaj should not be disturbed by demoniac activities of non-devotees. Rather, they should stick to their principles as sincere servants of the Lord. And rest assured that demonic activities directed against them will not be able to stop their devotional service. So, as we know, bhakti being transcendental, it cannot be impeded by any material. So one should have faith and continue. So that's what Prabhupada is saying. So one should be sincere, serious and no ulterior motives. So if one is sincere and serious, then bhakti cannot any physical or external source situation cannot impede bhakti. That is next. Next, 54.
The inhabitants of Boitalika Loka said, Dear Lord, because of chanting your spotless glories in great assemblies and errors of sacrifice, we are accustomed to get respect from everyone. This demon, however, usurped that position. Now, to our great fortune, you have killed this great demon, exactly as
To break from everything. So while chanting glories also, if we get accustomed to respect and glorification, then that also will be cause of fear. Because when somebody will not respect, then we will get shaken up. I respected always. So that was we have to see. Am I doing glorification of Lord to glorify Him, or to am getting glorification myself, respected myself? That part they are expressing. Next.
the female sage or supreme controller, we are ever existing servants of your Lordship. But instead of rendering service to you, we are engaged by this demon in his service constantly and without remuneration. This sinful man has now been killed by you. Therefore, O Lord Krishna, our master, we offer our respectful obeisances unto you. Please continue to be our patron.
So they are saying that अरे इसने काम भी कराया और कुछ दिया भी नहीं. Thief. He made us work hard and did not give any remuneration also. Actually, in this world, anything we do in this world is like that only. There is no remuneration. Nobody wants to benefit you, giving you service. Otherwise, in this world, everyone is just wants his own benefit or pleasure. उनको कुछ पड़ी नहीं, पैसे भी आपको इसमें देते हैं कि आप अच्छा काम करो, उनको ले लो, पैसा नहीं करेंगे काम तो पैसे वैसे भी नहीं So they will get benefited, therefore they are giving whatever little bit, which is also they will take 100% benefit and they will give you some 5-10% उसका return, वो भी नहीं sometimes. Then only they give, otherwise nobody is even any, only Lord service can actually benefit us. That's real realization. Next.
The associate of Lord Vishnu in Vaikuntha offered his prayer. O Lord, our supreme giver of shelter, today we have seen your wonderful form as Lord Vishnu, meet for the good fortune of all the world. O Lord, we can understand that Hiranyakashipu was the same Jaya who engaged in your service but was cursed by Brahmanas and who thus lived by body of a demon. We understand that his having now been killed is your special mercy upon him.
So they are saying that we understand it है हमारे साथी है जय विजय and they have killed them Vishnudutas. So they are able to understand except this killing is also special mercy. It was ordained by the Lord, authorized by the Lord. They can act as enemies. So there is special mercy bestowed upon them. So they can see from that vision. They are expressing it is a special mercy. So one who has emotional eyes, they can see benediction. One who has material eyes, he will see so much of pain. It's all about what kind of vision we have. So we have to learn to develop that premanjana charitra bhakti devotion. As our eyes are noted with love, we will see Krishna's love in all situations. If our eyes are denoted with, anointed with seeing material pleasure, then we will feel pain most of the time. Sometimes we feel that. So, Hare Krishna. So these are some prayers.